How about that? Can you hear me now? Woo! Facepalm! I'm sitting here talking to McDrunky and GM Johnny P and not saying anything. Awesome. Better? Sound! Sorry. I did not notice. I was wondering. Yeah, I was just sitting here talking to myself. Thanks, guys. Once we get everybody in, I got the Addams family Playfield back from Clear Coat. I had it shipped to me and I haven't even seen it yet. I haven't even pulled it out. Sorry about the sound, guys. Didn't realize that. So in a minute, I was just saying that I got all the ball guides resanded, regrained, so they look better now. Woo! I was asking questions and I wasn't getting answers, so that was interesting. I thought maybe you guys just hated me. All the hate. Should have said something. Yeah, thanks. 10 Spence, what's going on, man? So I'm just going to try to clean up this blue rubber, actually. Probably don't replace it, but we're going to try to clean up as much as we can off of this. I didn't order one, I should have. It's going to really goo up the rail, too, because I've got it all over already. A few people I hate, and you're not part of that stupid club? Nice. Ready for an interview? You said you were from Iowa. I was asking where you're at. Hey, the Man Warlock, thanks for the host. Just noticed it now. Still trying to get used to this streaming while repairing thing. It's not the easiest thing to do. So we got the top cleaned off. We're going to have to kind of clean up this back side a little bit where you can see. We're going to try to get this black off here before we install this. Oh, 4 hours? Nice. How'd you hear about the stream? GM Johnny P? Nice. How do you hear about the stream, Johnny? I'm glad you guys could make it in. Oh, Jack Danger, nice. Very nice. Well, thanks for hanging out. If you guys already haven't, make sure you click that follow button and hang out. Normally try to do these Wednesday nights right around 9 Central. Works best for me. cleaned up. This was all black before. I didn't really show it. Voof, thanks for the host, man. What's going on? We're just looking to clean this part up and see what we can do. Probably won't get most of this. Oh, no kidding, really? That's awesome. Yeah, I was just on Jack's stream up in Benton for Spooky Pinball. If you guys watched that, I was the one that played super terrible. Water Polo 12, what's going on? Hey, thanks, Vavoof. Thanks again for the host, too. Not sure if you heard me earlier. So right now, this is all the rails that we actually regrained. So a lot of these had ball trails going, you know, kind of down. I actually have an example right here. So you can kind of see how it's more like hammered in that area. You can see kind of the trail coming from this area. I got to get it in the right light. I obviously didn't do this area because the ball is going to come back right to the return trough here, and this is all going to be hidden underneath the apron. But this is kind of what it looked like, and it had what I call like a splash pattern effect to the metal here. And all it is the metal balls, you know, banging the metal here and just polishing it essentially. So what I did is I regrained it all. Went back through, but they had, you know, huge marks going down here from the balls going across, so. Wow, 13 billion on Brought a Pinbot? Nice. Nice Water Polo 12. Water Polo 12, I hope you get it. Shadow's a great game. I actually just sent off my ramps to get brass plated. I got brand new ramps from Carrie Stair, and I sent the diverters and the actual metal ramps here send off, and those will be brass. And then the wire forms I sent off, those will be brass. And then I sent off the gun. My cabinet's garbage. Gun's taken off, and it had a whole sorts of issues. I mean, it just looked like garbage. So I decided to send that off. I probably should get a new coin door. I don't know. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done in this game. So the gun is going to get the black nickel plated. So I sent that all off to get replated, and that should be back in about 2 to 3 weeks. No, probably not. I was really hoping that we would have him back for my son's birthday party where we kind of have a bunch of family coming over and hanging out and stuff. And unfortunately, I don't think it will be back in time. Never know, but I really highly doubt it at this point. So I'm still trying to get this, as I'm kind of talking here, I'm trying to get the black marks off this blue rubber. And it's actually coming off pretty good. What I'm using, you can get this from Terry at Pinball Life. It's called Pin Guard. It's like a rubber cleaner. It doesn't dry out the rubber like an alcohol will. This stuff works really, really good. Hey, thanks to Men and Warlock. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen with the LEDs yet. It's going to be really bright because the cameras don't pick it up the greatest. Remember, this isn't with any of the plastics on yet either, so still got some work to do, but we did like purple inserts down here, red, pink, cool whites. Looks way better than what it did, but we still got to put all the plastics back on. We might get to some of that tonight. We needed to get these ramps on before we did it. Scribble, what's going on? Water Polo 12, do you have any like pinball friends in the area? They might be able to help. Yeah, McDrunky, I'm gonna spend some time. It'll look really nice with the ramps and stuff. Obviously, the ramps leading up to the diverters were never brass plated, so that's gonna be something that's brand new in the game. it's been done. You can see posts on Pinside and stuff, and it looks pretty sharp when it's done. I liked it, so I'm gonna do the same. You sold your diner? What? Dude. No way. I love that game. You gonna get something to replace it? GM Johnny P, nice. You had an epiphany and you realized it was me, huh? Well, thanks for having the epiphany and thanks for checking out the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the follow as well. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping around chat trying to catch up on the things that I missed. Yeah, the other thing you could do, water polo 12, I mean, I don't know if it's nice. You know, you could always rent a truck or a car. I don't know, man. That sucks when you don't have a way to really haul it. This is really cleaning up. I'm shocked at how much that cleaned up. Especially the large black portion there. And it's probably going to do it again, but if we would have used alcohol in this would have dried out and started to crack. So we're using that pin stuff that Terry sells. Pin guard. I bought it at a show. I didn't really expect it to work so well. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely hear you, Man of Warlock. Put some wheels on it and roll it home. I am shocked at how well this is cleaning up, to be honest. In Fort Worth, yeah. Oh, that's right, you're down in Texas. I think I asked you if you were going to go to Texas Pinball Festival, and you said you had to work. That sucks. It'd be sweet if you could make it for a day, man. Love to be able to hang out and play some pinball, and it'd be really great for you to be able to check out the show as well, because there's a ton of machines there. It's probably one of the better shows I've been to, too. I really enjoyed it. Everyone has a truck. Voof, how'd your magic stuff go, man? I don't think I've talked to you since. You had that tournament, right? Alright, so this piece is almost ready to go on. We got this side. Sorry, you're not be able to see on the camera. That side cleaned up. Front cleaned up. Top. The bottom, which really doesn't matter. And then kind of this little crevice in here cleaned up. Alright, boo-boo, thanks. Nice jumping with day 2. Hope to catch you in a little bit. Thanks again for the host, man. Appreciate it. Have fun with the real pinball. So in a little bit here, we'll I got that Addams Family Playfield like I was saying. I don't know if some of you may have missed it, but I got it shipped to me today. It literally came in this afternoon. I have not opened the box yet, and I'm super excited to see what it looks like. I did get sent pictures, and it was an IPB Playfield that I picked up because I figured the CPR stuff was going to take a while to get done, and I was not on the list, and the list sold out like right away. So I'm super excited to be able to check it out, and just saw pictures. From what I saw in the pictures, it looked really, really good. I had a few touch-ups done by Neo, and he added some extra clear because on the IPBs they just have a really, really thin layer of clear. And if you haven't checked out the stream before, I actually took apart the entire Addams Family cabinet. I took that apart on stream and literally took apart everything out of the cabinet. And I'm talking everything. We took out the transformer, all the metal all the rails on the inside, every single nut, screw, speaker, back box, all the boards, everything. All out. we're going to get a new cabinet made. I have not dropped it off yet because for those of you who know and obviously follow the Spooky Pinball stuff, they are getting a new shop. And the last thing they needed was my Addams Family cabinet dropped off there to take up room when they were essentially out of room. So we'll be able to get that that back here shortly, and then drop off that that Playfield, and we'll be good. Really excited to have that sent off. I need to check. I have another guide over here, and there's a blue stopper that goes in there, and I don't know what the heck I did with it. Yeah, brand new purple star post, and honestly, I don't know if you saw, the game originally has red, and what I did is I put the red ones, these had, I did not do anything else to these but throw them in my ultrasonic cleaner. These were kind of grungy and dingy, had wax buildup on them, but these are the star posts that were originally in the game, sorry for the focus, and they turned out pretty amazing. Literally just thrown in the ultrasonic cleaner. And I use simple green and water, and obviously the heat, and run it for, I don't know, 2 or 3 passes, and this is how it came out. It came out really good. I was impressed. I almost felt, you know, red just doesn't fit the theme as well as the purple does. Brightens it up a little bit, but the purple's going to look great. And these are purple LEDs too as well, so this is going to really shine purple. I was going to do purple rubber down here. It's going to look good to put new targeting because one of these was red when it was on location. So I'm really looking forward to see how this thing looks. We got brand new plastics and plastic protectors. We did put the slings on just quickly, just to see how it would look like, but plastic protector. And then obviously the new plastic. So we'll be putting these on, obviously, as we go through. So yeah, the red star posts and all the black pieces and everything turned out great. And then all the metal in the game, I mean, this wasn't as bad, but a lot of it was corroded and just nasty looking. This was all thrown into my my tumbler. Had it in there for about 2 days, but everything turned out really, really nice. I think most of the posts and stuff, I mean, this thing was black before this post back here, and it had like rust, kind of like the rusty corrosion crap to it. I mean, it just looked nasty. That came out really nice. Same thing with this post. This one I just hand cleaned, but this metal bracket was thrown in the tumbler. Looks really good. I'm really impressed the way that some of the stuff came out. All the screws came out. Put those all in the tumbler, and then you know, some of these are slotted, so you have to clean them, and it's kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest, some of it, but. What did I do with that bracket? So this is the bracket that this has a blue stopper on it. I think I have one somewhere. I gotta check. We need to find that and put it on there. So. All right, so we're gonna leave this off. I need to kind of clean. I don't know if you saw the shooter lane yet. I didn't get a chance to really try to clean this up at all. So I may do that. I might pull this bracket off and this screw. You can see this one's got kind of a rust. This is gonna drive me nuts if I'm staring at it. So we'll probably pull this one out, throw this in the tumbler or ultrasonic, clean it up. Same thing with this kind of bash guard from that side. All this stuff will be hidden from here, so you won't see any of this. We should probably remove just the red star post there. There is no color over here, but I don't know. I'll see it. It'll drive me nuts. So we'll pull that out and put a purple one there. We need to figure out, there's obviously a ball guide that goes right here. We'll put that in, but I want to clean this shooter lane area. And obviously it goes from here and then it goes right up a ramp right away. But we want to just try to clean this up as best we can. And then same thing with this area, because I waited to kind of the very end to pull the apron area off and then pull this guide out. So I kind of want to clean this up and get a really nice coat of wax just in here. So the man, you know what you're, oh, he just left. Dang it. I was going to ask him what he was looking to get. He just sold his diner. Kind of shocked. I really like that game. So McDrunky, did Jack say when he was going to stop to Iowa or the Des Moines area? Did he say anything when he was going to swing over? Alright, this one... How did this go? I'm trying to remember where all this stuff went. It would be really helpful if I had my pictures. I'm trying to think where the hell would this gone. I'm gonna put that big one in. Well, this is the one that loops all the way around. This guy was super hard to sand. Just to kind of show it before I put it in. This guy was huge. But cleaned up really, really nice. Had really nasty ball trails in it, so. Cool, McDrunky. Let me know, man. I'd swing down to Des Moines and hang out and play and stuff. Alright, so that's going to kind of go something like this. I knew I was going to be pulled way back, so. So where with the ball hitting us. Yeah, I haven't been to the Up Down yet either, so I'd really like to check it out. I don't know how often the ball is actually going to trail there, but should be fine. We want to protect that corner anyway a little bit. Alright, so that should be good. Just kind of lightly putting these screws in before setting this down tightly out of the way. Yeah, I wish there was a better like barcade around. I mean, we don't have really anything in Dubuque. Kind of hope that there would be something in the area. I thought about putting something out, but I just don't know if the town can support it. And I don't know. I mean, there's a couple of us. I mean, there's like, obviously Chuck and then Ollie and there's a guy up in Platteville. But there's not really a lot of us that play in the area. So I'm tightening this down, this corner, and then this will get pulled up. Looks like we're dead set on that one. I can't remember if that was this thread size or not. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm going to pull the Playfield out. I didn't realize Jack had that many now. I knew he was getting some more. Excuse me. Across the camera here. Well, we could always do it here, but not all my games work. But I've got, I don't know, 15 on the main floor here. And you can see some of my... there's like a whole bunch over that way. It's really not that big of a deal. I mean, Jack's played in places where the games probably don't work that well, and also when they only have a couple of games. And as long as they all play well, I mean, that's what matters. And they have a good time. I mean, I know he's trying to, get a chance to get out and meet more people and. Yeah, this hobby's stupid expensive. But it's fun. I enjoy it. Obviously, this stuff's not necessarily cheap. Thought this went. Where's the post? Darker. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, well, let's finish this. Hey, Paulson, what's going on? We're installing these sexy ball guides. Looks so much better in here, I'm telling you. Yeah, I love it. I don't know if you saw or heard it all, but I've got my Addams Family Playfield back. It got shipped to me today. So I'm going to be opening that up here shortly. And I have not looked at it, haven't opened it. Just got mailed, so I'm really excited to see what it looks like. This one goes right. Auto engineering worth trading for tables? Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I wish I could trade some of my Sparts for tables too, but it never works that way. Yeah, so hang out for a little bit, okay, Possum. We're going to wait until everybody else kind of makes it in, and I know there's a lot of other streams going on, so we'll kind of wait till later in the night, but we'll open it up and check it out. I'm pretty excited to see what it looks like. Kind of excited. We'll be like, just start putting plastics on this and see how this all looks. Okay, this should go like this, right? Right? This feels bent. Did I bend this? I hope not. Where are my screws? Any knowledge in mixing, producing quality auto? I do not. Worried about running into your ex. That's not good. I don't know. That's probably had a rubber on there. We should should probably put that on. I don't know if I'll get that on otherwise. Alright, let's get this set. Yeah, beer and fixing machines, man. I need to... Should just start shopping games for people or something. Do it all on stream. I only played with the VPN stuff for like a very, very short period of time. It was when I had a lot of the older games. I had my Meteor and my Galaxy, and then I started it up and I tried playing a couple different tables on there, like the DMD tables, until I got some, but I haven't done anything since. So little to nothing, honestly. Dangerous enough to start it up, and I did a 2-screen thing. Why don't I need a quality audio engineer in my life? Hey, well, maybe if the stream gets big enough one day, then maybe, yeah. We'll definitely have to talk. So stay tuned. Bring friends. Is there any legality concerns with it? Or streaming it? I don't understand why there would be legality stuff, because you're actually using the ROMs and you don't potentially own the tables. Nice, McDrunky. Oh, you did stream? Nice. I don't know. The thing is I mean, even with like the older arcade stuff, I mean, people are streaming, the MAME cabinets. Obviously not as much as what you see some of the other stuff. I mean, people are running emulators all the time for like Mr. Gimmick and some of the other games that are out there for Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, like all that stuff. I mean, I guarantee you not a lot of those people have those. As far as legality concerns, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Twitch ever doing anything. I mean, the most you'd probably get is a cease and desist letter if somebody ever really wanted, I guess, to cause a stink about it, but... I mean, morally, the ROM's out there. It's free use for the ROM. It's not like you're altering the ROM. So, now if you're altering it and changing it and, you know what I mean, that's a whole nother story. But as far as just playing it the way it was, I guess, meant to be played in the standard, you're not doing any harm. I can't see any reason why to not stream it, to be honest. Yeah, and McDrunky, just on that point, I had like some alpha access, and I couldn't stream any of the alpha access, and obviously there's non-disclosure agreements and things like that along with it. There was people starting to stream Doom, and I was in the Doom alpha for PS4 and then PC, and played it, and obviously there were some people that started streaming it and they got shut down immediately. Any of that stuff, unless it's specifically stated that yes, you can stream it, then they'll shut those down. I know people were doing Fallout 4, and the Fallout 4 gentleman, I can't think of his name right now, but I was following him on Twitter. He was just saying that he was messaging Twitch to shut down the streams constantly because there were so many different people doing it. So. Hey, CNK, what's going on, man? Wow, I didn't realize that it did that. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if anybody, I mean, Twitch is really into blocking your IP. I mean, they could get temp ban the user, and I don't know if that temp bans from watching, but it would definitely temp ban from streaming. And then, obviously, the shutting down the stream and sending a warning. But, I mean, that's what was happening to those Fallout users. And I wasn't watching too much of it, but, I mean, I know that there was quite a few people, and they would get started in the game, and they'd be live for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it would get shut down. It amazed me that Twitch actually wasn't doing it, though, that actually the guy that works for Bethesda actually had to be messaging Twitch to say, hey, I found another stream, hey, I found another stream, and, you know, was trying to get them to shut it down. It was just nuts to me that, I mean, Twitch wasn't self-policing that, because they weren't hiding it, they were streaming it under Fallout 4. Some people were streaming it under Fallout 3, but... Alright. So I got a lot of these ball guides on. There's a couple posts that I wasn't sure where exactly the post went, so we'll get those in. We do have that light to put in. Don't let me forget that. There's a red light that I need to glue the cover on. If I don't do that, I'm going to be missing an LED there. We've got this piece to go here, so we'll get that in. Trying to remember what goes where. Is this right? Looks right. We're gonna go with it. Hey, Flipbout NH, what's going on? I saw you streaming earlier, but I was playing with my daughter. We were playing American Girl and all sorts of stuff, and she was begging me, like, Daddy, you want to play? And I'm like, sure. So we were playing dolls and stuff before I streamed, so I didn't get a chance to check it out. And when I came in, probably about 15 minutes before bedtime, because we were just sitting there watching some TV at that point, I noticed you were already off. So I saw Stash Kid, talked to him for a couple minutes, and then came down here to get stuff set up. Alright, so we have to do all the underside yet. We need to adjust these switches back here, because I know I bent the crap out of all of them. Ah! Jesus! Like throwing this in my hand and throwing it on the playfield. Good way to dent it or scratch it. Stupid! Don't do that! Yeah, keep awesome. I don't really foresee anything happening, especially on Twitch. Personally, I mean, give it a shot, see what happens. I mean, at the worst case, they tell you to stop. I don't think they're not going to come up and straight up ban you. They're just going to say, hey, you know, don't do this. And we can get into the whole moral and ethics piece of the conversation and stuff like that, but I don't know, man. Throwing rocks at the playfield? Yes, absolutely. I was talking about how much I wanted to get this touched up and clear-coated, so let's just throw more stuff on it, right? CNK, what's going on? I don't know if you heard me earlier. I said, hey. Alright, so we do have to do the underside. This guy's going to go flying, so we need to be careful with that. I'm going to leave this area off because I'm going to kind of clean this up, and then the shooter lines, we're going to probably pull this bracket, pull this back, and I'm probably going to pull this. Let's just do this now. Hey, Creed Kisco, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Hey, Make sure you guys all stick around. I'm opening up the Addams Family Playfield. I just got it back from Clear Coat. Neo just clear coated it, and I haven't even opened the box yet, so kind of waiting to do it on stream. Pretty excited to check it out and see what it looks like. Absolutely. Super exclusive Poly B dropped. Parts on Playfield. So we should probably just, I don't know, I'm not too worried about this piece, but in my anal nature, we'll probably clean that up a little bit. Huge orange peel in the middle of the playfield. Alright, so I still want to clean this area up, and then shooter lane. I don't really want to drop this down. I want to replace that post though too. Yeah, which piece? This piece right here? A nice divot. Really good thing screwed away. Oh, the metal piece I just took off? Yeah. And the good thing is, I mean, it is, the spot is going to get constantly blasted, but I don't know. This part right, I mean, obviously the ball's hits are going to be right there, but, you know, this whole area, that could be better, right? And obviously, like, this piece, you know, that kind of rusty garbage, but that'll clean off. Should just go throw it in the tumbler for a little bit and see what happens. Well, yeah, see, I got home, and I asked my wife, I'm like, did it come back? And she's like, no, what? She was just playing stupid with me, so we played that game for like 5 minutes. And then after she finally told me, yeah, it's here, it's downstairs already, she finally fessed up that, yeah, it's here, and I put it downstairs, and then, you know, kids running all over me all night, so, and never really got a chance to go downstairs. Obviously, I wanted to go downstairs and open it, but then at that point, I only had a couple more hours, so I'm like, yeah, I'll just wait until the stream. That way we can all see it together. Pieces like this, I can either throw this in the tumbler, or I can, for sake of time, I'll probably either hand sand this, or I'll take it just back to my drill press real quick and grind it off. If you take a look at my VODs, I won't even need to tumble this, probably. I'll be able to just grain this, and it'll be fine. So, pieces like this, however, any parts like this piece, it would be really hard to get in the tumbler. My tumbler's not big enough for this. But like this piece and stuff, I could put in the tumbler if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to. You won't see this at all. Yeah, so with this piece, I just regrain it, and all it is, I mean, in my VOD, you'll see it. I was sitting in front of a drill press for about 2 streams straight, but it's just, I don't know if I have the bits here. What the hell I did with them? Hold on. Do I have them out here? I don't see any of them. Hold on one second, I'll be right back. So they have these flap wheels, and this is what I use. And all it is, I mean, I'll just go across here and grind that down. I normally go 80 grit, and then I'll go 120, and then a final for 180. And surprisingly, I've gone down to 220 before, not with flap wheel, but just with a hand sand. But surprisingly, the 180 came out really, really nice last time I did it. So everything that you see is at 180. I need to learn piano. Who needs... Wait, what? I need more money. Must find more hobbies. Are most keys universal, or can you have one cut or something? Honestly, I don't waste time. I just drill it out. And I've drilled them out before. I don't think I have any out here that are drilled. Sometimes I'm so lazy I don't replace the lock. I'll just throw like a piece of paper towel in it or something like that and just kind of wedge it in here and shut the door until I buy a replacement lock. I think this one, I don't know if this is replaced or not. But all the keys have like a marking on it, so you could technically find 1382 and you can make a key, but it's not worth it. I just take a drill bit and just right through there, and literally you're in and out in 2 seconds. I mean, it'll just blow. I mean, all it is you're just blowing this part out. Hang on. That's all you're cutting out. I mean, you're just drilling through, and it'll drill that screw right out. Yeah, C&K, like you said, $5. Yeah, I've done, the worst one I had to do was black hole to drill out. Because black hole has, like, the back box door, and it opens, and there's a latch, like, right in here, and it's on this side, I think. And I actually had to try to lift it up, and I had to take, like, a putty knife and put it up in there, and then, because you drilled it out, which was fine, but then there's actually like a latching mechanism. When you turn the key, it lifts this channel up, right? And it did not do that at all. So what happened was I had to drill the side box out, the keys on the side, on black hole, and then you had to pry the channel up. Obviously not breaking the glass, because the inner glass, there's an outer glass. Huge pain in the ass. And I'm doing this all in somebody's basement because I couldn't find the back box key. So I had to go get drill bits. Well, I brought my drill, but then I had to go get something to pry the back box open because I didn't have a putty knife. I brought my drill and I brought a drill bit, but I didn't have a putty knife. So that was entertaining, to say the least. And then we had to carry it up slippery stairs with 2 guys and almost killed ourselves. Not fun. Sort of off topic. My tilt bob in my Lord of the Rings is not super sensitive. I sanded the metal bob and it was super filthy. Did not make much difference. Do you think a sand of the other metal wire areas of the tilt mech would correct the sensitivity? Huh. I mean, you can obviously slide the bob portion up. You did that, I assume, right, Flip Out? Yeah, definitely get that translate water polo. What? Yeah, hi, I heard you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. You gonna hang out for a while or not? Alright. Matt's back there. Gonna talk to him.
Who?
Matt. Wife's home. No, what was I saying? Oh, tilt bob. So what I would do... Hang on. Watch out. Yeah, so, I mean, you can see... Hi, wife! She's down the hall now. Let me get you to lower. If you want that's closer, let me know. But what I would do... is you can just grab like a meter and just throw this on continuity test. If you have like a meter, you should, obviously. And all you're doing is you're looking for, well, if I can get it in the right setting here. So you want it on tone. It's going to be hard to hear. What you want to do is you can actually test these two wires, and you shouldn't hear anything. And then as soon as you make contact, you should be able to hear it. I can get on the wires good enough. Hang on. Alright, yeah, you know. So then you should be able to hear it. No, this will probably start the game though. The other thing is you can go on switch test too as well on the display, and you should be able to see it when you hit it. You should be able to hit it. But I actually, I mean, if you look at this one, I need to take this apart too. Let me just do that quick. If you have a tumbler flip out, I would just toss those parts in the tumbler too as well. Let's go on through all the different switch settings right now. We can hear it. What's up?
You put LEDs in?
Yeah, I got a string out on the back box. How was bingo?
I lost.
You lost?
Yeah.
Should play bingo tonight. Super game, hey? Would you, oh man, look how nasty that is. Gross. Yeah, LEDs do look awesome from underneath. Yeah, like this whole part needs to be done. I'm just gonna pull it now while we're here. Pretty sweet LEDs, huh, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Say hi, Internet.
Hello, Internet.
Says hi. Tilt, 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 tilt.
No, I really lost at bingo. I just, yeah. I almost won.
Are they talking to you? Are you
Yeah.
reading? Are you reading?
I am reading.
Oh my gosh, she's reading you, Internet! I'm so excited right now. This is exciting. Chris, are you excited?
No.
Why? They can't even see you right now. I can pull the camera up. Don't we do that?
Don't.
What?
I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
Say hi.
Hello.
Nice dress pants.
Yeah, they're my pajama pants.
The Internet loves you. They're nice. They'll be nice to you, I promise.
Alright. This is my makeup on.
Be nice, Internet. She
No. I went to bingo. There
Sorry,
are
I'll
people
go
there
away.
with no teeth. Of course I don't have makeup
People there
on.
with no teeth? Come on, are you serious?
Yeah. It really is.
Yeah, so you can see, sorry, I'll block my wife here so you guys don't need to look at her. See how nasty that kind of looks. Get that out of your way. What's your favorite machine, Mrs. Polly?
I don't know. One that he doesn't have.
Wait, does that mean you want me to get more?
No.
Which one is your favorite?
Out of his collection, probably the Walking Dead.
Yeah, Walking Dead.
Yeah. People with no teeth. No, there was people there with no teeth. No. Oh my god.
What? Yeah, it's going fast. Hi, Mrs. Polly. Oh, see, look at chat. Chat never moves this fast for me. Look at you're on stream, and then the chat just goes crazy. I can't even keep up.
With 21 cards in front of me? What?
What?
No, I had 1.5.
It's about strategy. History in the making. Hello, wife. Keep awesome. People with no teeth weren't asleep.
Yeah.
Were you double fisting the dabbers? Yeah, you gotta like get your numbers like bam, 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 bam. You gotta get them ready. That's what he's talking about. No, you weren't doing that?
Just one.
What game is your favorite that we do not have?
I don't know.
She has taste, Keeper Scribble says.
Probably Wizard of Oz. I would like that.
What?
See that one. Yeah.
Come on. Ugh. You want Wizard of Oz, really?
No, I don't want it. I just like it.
Oh. Green light, bye, bye, bye.
All right, I'm gonna go.
You're gonna go.
Yeah, do your work. That's what you're here for.
There's a secret better chat. Put a woman on the stream. Tap her. Heck yeah, tap her. All ladies want a Waz. I know. Isn't that just so typical?
Okay, fine. Playboy.
You want to play? Wow.
There you go.
I did not expect that. Have you ever played that game?
No,
It's
I
terrible.
haven't. I know.
I have a chance at a ballet one. We gotta fix it. Eric from work wants me to fix his ballet Playboy. The older one. The one with the old lady in it. They're kind of the purplish one. Yeah, you remember that one. Huh. So what do you think about, let's see, if they came out with a Star Wars pin? Do I have the green light on that?
Gotta sell a couple.
No, sell a couple? How about one? Like Star Wars LE. You let me get it?
Maybe.
Maybe. You're here to hear, Internet. We're going to record this. Keep it. Let's build a penthouse with Trunky. Hardbody. Hardbody's terrible. Ugh. So Star Wars.
All ladies want a Wizard of Oz.
They do.
Oh, then I don't want one.
You don't want one?
No.
Because you're not like all ladies?
No.
Good.
Oh, I like Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters would be cool.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, that's the rumor. They're talking about Ghostbusters. That'd be pretty sweet. The secret is to have witty banter on cam. You want to have witty banter? If we had a cam on us all the time, what would people think?
But they'd hate us.
They hate us? Huh.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let's go bye.
Alright.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
So we can do, go to bed? You're lame. When are you going to be on stream?
I gotta work a little bit.
You gotta work?
Go to bed.
You're going to work a little bit?
Yeah.
When are you gonna come on stream and play some pinball with me?
What, show them how much better I am than you?
Show how much better you are than me? Yeah, of course you're better than me.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm terrible at
No,
pinball.
no.
Everybody knows that. They don't come here for me playing. They came here for me repairing
After
shit.
one pin to buy more? I never gave him any green lights to buy more after one pin. They just magically appeared. So.
I found them.
Mm-hmm.
Found them all.
Pinballs went up, bank account went down.
Whatever.
Good night.
All right, see ya. Night-night. Is that dog barking?
Oh, yeah, I put him in his kennel.
Oh, you put him in his kennel? Huh. All right. The internet says bye. All right. So yeah, we'll take that apart, but yeah, you can just continuity test. I mean, there could be something wrong with the pins too as well, so double check those. But what I would do is I would just throw that in a tumbler or like ultrasonic cleaner. Sorry for blinding everybody. Well, that's what I would do. Ah! All right. That's enough of that. Yeah, she doesn't mind all the pins, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. She gets mad when I just decided to go buy stuff, I think. When I just randomly, like, I want this. Like, I was wanting Tron for a while, and she was into that. She likes Tron. I think Tron kind of kicks her butt, and so does Walking Dead. But The Walking Dead, I think, it's the newer one and stuff like that. And she likes the show and stuff, so I think that helps. So... Dem legs, LEDs. Yeah, I mean this one is really bad, but I mean it should still be making continuity. But I mean, if you did move it, you can see this actually has like a stripe on it. I have autofocus on tonight. But yeah, this should. I'm gonna throw this in the tumbler. There's no way around that. But, when it's screwed into the metal plate, too, I mean, all it is just hitting continuity. I would just continuity test it and see what it does. You usually find audio equipment, though. Nice. Finger spasms, and I finished off a bottle of whiskey tonight. Sophia, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully I didn't murder your name. I'm sorry if I did. Yeah, if you're new to Pinball, make sure you click the follow button. There's a bunch of us other streamers out there. Tonight, I'm going to be opening an Addams Family Playfield here shortly. I just got it clear-coated, so make sure you stick around. It's going to be pretty awesome. So it's an IPB Playfield. Did have some touch-ups, so be good. Great, I'm glad I got it, because sometimes I just totally murder people's names sometimes. I am sorry for everybody I have, but glad I nailed this one. Yes! So... Water polo, you're going to go lurk too? Oh, man, what? Hold on, I just got to answer a work thing. No problem. All right. But I need to lurk. And something about booze and needing to behave myself? Nice. Go get a drink, you can hang out and just kind of, whatever, hang out, so. 7 a.m. conference call. Dang. It's never fun. I hate conference calls in the morning. That's the worst. I don't know, I kind of feel bad because I don't know if, let me just message real quick, Stash Kid. I don't know, he should be finishing up. I know he wanted to see it. Yo. Just gotta text him quick, it'll probably be easier. Yeah, so Sophia, we actually went through and regrained all the ball guides. So we're just kind of wrapping this up. They all had really like ball streaks going all the way down them. So what I'm going to do right now is, these are the last couple that actually need to be installed. But I do want to clean up the shooter lane. I was just starting taking stuff off to clean off that area. And I just want to clean up this bottom area. We already went through and waxed the playfield. We added LEDs. So we have some other things to kind of get cleaned up here. So we're going to kind of chip away at this. Thanks for the follow, much appreciated. Make sure you stick around. I'm completely rebuilding the Addams family. So this was kind of a game that I threw in the middle because I was waiting for the playfield to come back, and I actually dismantled the entire cabinet as well. So we have the cabinet, like everything out. So I mean, if you've seen underneath the pinball machine, obviously the playfield was taken out, and then everything out of the bottom of the cabinet. So we have like transformer. This one's gonna be in the back. The power box. All the bits on the inside, coin doors out, start button, extra ball button, everything. Side rails, the whole 9 yards. Everything's out of the cabinet. Speaker, grills, everything. And we're going to get a brand new cabinet made for it. I have decals already, so pretty excited to build that on stream with all of you. So make sure you keep following and checking out the stream. And this one, we just threw LEDs in. Watch your eyes, get your sunglasses. Oh, Sync you're trying to give him a raid? So this camera doesn't look too bad at this angle, but the top playfield camera, I mean, it's super bright. We don't have the plastics in yet. These are actually purple. They probably don't come up on stream. They come up with more of a blue, so I apologize for that. But, yeah, it's going to look great once we get everything in. We're almost to the point where we can start putting plastics on now that we have these ball guides back in. So we will start chipping away at this probably tonight. Just putting some pieces together. So, and I lost my pictures, unfortunately, because my phone locked out. So, yeah, the error report's on because we have all the switches and everything else pulled down. All the optos are out. So, like the optos, like there's 2 optos that go here. This target's sitting down. The wall targets are down. This wall target actually needs to be fixed. Same thing with this one. We're kind of mid-shop right now. So, yeah, you're going to hear the error report. Definitely credit dot, but cleaning up nice. And then I wanted to get this one clear coated, but I'm going to wait a little bit. I do have a little bit of sanctum wear. You can see it on the top camera there. but I'm going to wait because I have the Addams Family I need to finish. So we're going to go back to that and finish that off, and we'll come back to this. So, yeah, Jim Johnny P, definitely. We actually, stay tuned, too, because we're going to actually work. We have GI string out in the back box. This top GI string is out right up in here. So we're actually going to fix that. It's lit from here, but the GI plug is like completely toast. So we're going to have to replace the GI plug, and then we'll probably have to pull the board, which I'll do on stream 2 as well, and we'll actually do some board work. And then behind me I have, hang on to your heads, Joust. We need to, I need to recap that monitor. I haven't done it yet, and rebuild some of the power boards and stuff like that. So I've got some work to do on that as well. So yeah, for sure. Color DMD in the future? I'm not sure. I have not gone the color DMD path yet. Could happen, but I'm just not sure if I'm gonna go down that right. So that damn ostrich! I love that game. I don't know if you guys do or not, but it's one of my favorite games. That and Tapper, and then I have a big Buck Hunter Pro too as well, back over the corner. So color DMD, I'm not sure if I was going to do it. I'd probably do it for Addams Family. My DMD is destroyed on that game, so we'll see. I have lines out, and it's one of the ribbon cable DMDs, so it's got the ribbon cable on top, so I can't really do that. So also loves Popeye. It's in the code, absolutely. One job. Yeah, Jim Johnny P with the Spooky Pinball stuff, so it'll be cool. Spooky obviously went color for Rob Zombie. I have an America's Most Haunted that's going to be coming in here. I should be getting it shortly. I waited till one of the last machines to get made, because why give it to me when I can play it anytime I really want. So really interested in pinball in general. Awesome. Well, definitely. Thanks for coming in. And if you want to know more about, pinball and stuff like that, definitely hang out. It's kind of neat to be able to learn some of the mechanics, and obviously, just kind of learn more. Got to start somewhere. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. I am by no means an expert, but I do have quite a few machines, and I've never had to send off a board for repair, and never really had to send anything from that aspect, even for video games and everything else. So I've been pretty lucky with board repair and pinball repair in general. The time I've ever sent anything off is for clear coating, and I send off these ramps to get brass plated. So you already know a lot. You already knew that credit dot or the bong bong bong. So you're ahead of most people. So that's great. Yeah, the physics on the computer is pretty tough. So. Yeah, with the AMH, I more than likely I didn't ask Chuck, but clearly I don't need it in a box, and I don't know when I'm grabbing it. I'm gonna help him this weekend with a shop move, so I don't know if you follow Spooky Pinball at all, but I think he's posted on Facebook saying that the shop's almost done. He sent a message to a couple of us on about moving and stuff like that, and we offered assistance. So we're moving the shop on Friday, starting to pack stuff up, and Saturday, so I'm gonna hang out there, get some stuff squared away. That's why I have not dropped off the Addams Family cabinet yet. And then eventually I'll be picking up the America's Most Haunted. And of course, when I get it, I will pop up a stream and we'll play it. So CNK, I know what a bong is for too. Nice. Bong, bong, bong. Too funny. All right. I'm trying to think what I want to do next. Said I missed out on the image. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, the cabinetry tools. I mean, if you're looking for a new cabinet, that can be done. So the cabinet part can be done. I will tell you that pinball is way more complicated, but I know a wiring guy if you ever need help. Wiring was kind of a pain, but Last AMH first, Rob Zombie. I actually didn't do Rob Zombie. I don't know. I think just because of some of the other stuff I want, and I'm getting limited on space. I mean, I have a little room, but now the streaming thing, I mean, there only is another pinball machine right over here, and that's down right now. Just trying to find space for everything is going to be kind of a issue here. So, little ashamed to say that most of what I play is via visual pinball. No, don't be ashamed of that. I mean, visual pinball, I mean, that's, one, you're staying interested in it, which is great, and learning the rules, obviously, being able to play tables that you haven't been able to play, so you have a better idea of when you actually do go on location, you're not throwing your money in the wind, so to speak. So, yeah, hearing the bong noise is the worst, isn't it? Said that like an hour ago? Well, I'm way behind on chat, so I'm just trying to catch up. Saving the room for dominoes, absolutely. The dominoes pin. That could be cool. Be careful. I don't know what I said an hour ago. Maybe wee. Learning the rules is key, absolutely, because then you don't feel like you're wasting your time when you're playing. So, hold on a second. My wife's back. What up? What'd you have? What does it talk to me?
I keep forgetting you're on.
What do you have to show me?
The guy's real.
What guy's real?
Became a member on my team.
Oh, that's good.
So I
Congrats.
forgot. Sorry.
That's fine. You're welcome down here anytime.
I keep forgetting that you're on.
No, the internet really doesn't care. It's fine.
I know, but you're doing that, so.
All right, night.
Now I really am going to bed.
All right, going to bed now, for real. All right. All right. So, let's go underside. One of the things I was going to say, I'm trying to remember if I have anything that's going to go flying. We just got to be careful of this piece here. We got to get that locked down. All right, hang on. You're going to get a close camera shot here. Play back a little bit. Water polo, you going to bed? Oh, you said I'll come to play pinball. General euphoria. Buffalo Pinball, what's going on? Yeah, it can be a bit unrealistic. The big thing is, I mean, just from the rule perspective and being able to know where your shots go and things like that, I know it's obviously difficult, but better than nothing, from that perspective. And the other thing is I mean, try to find a cheaper machine, and especially, I mean, if it needs repair and stuff. My first machine I bought was a Galaxy and a Meteor, and stupid story, but I drove like 5.5 hours to grab a Meteor of all pinball machines, but I was new, just getting into the hobby, and drove that far to grab that machine. When I got there, I already knew the back glass was shattered. So the back glass was bad. I did not know a display was cracked. So it has one of those glass displays, and obviously it's got the 4. It's actually got 5 displays. 4 for players, and then 1 for credit and balls. So the display was cracked, and then I found a second display was cracked that didn't work. The power cord was cut, so I wasn't able to power it on or even test it. I opened the coin door, and in that game, the rectifier is kind of like right here. And there was, obviously we've all seen it from a pinball perspective, for those of us that are into pinball, but the wires were soldered directly to the board, directly to the pins. And the pins were bent. I mean, it was just nasty. And I don't know, I could probably find pictures one day, but we can go through it. Terrible. So anyway, what I did is I bought that game, and then I bought another game, which is really stupid, from the same guy, and I bought a Galaxy, which is the same era. It's actually a year older. Wait, year older or a year newer? I can't remember. It was 79 and 80, I think. A year newer, I'm going to go with for now, just for the sake of the story. And bought the Galaxy, and I kind of used that as a template to kind of learn. I rebuilt the entire rectifier board myself, and then went through the driver board, the LED, not the LED board, but like the light board, which is SCRs. Went through that, getting some of the lights and stuff, because some of them were burnt out, and you replaced the bulb, and it still didn't work. It was actually the SCR that was bad. Took a little bit of time, and I wasn't working on it consistently. It was just kind of something I chipped away at. But it's working, and I actually still have the Meteor. I sold the Galaxy. I still have the Meteor. Here. It was my first game and got me into it. And I ended up getting Meteor. It was supposed to be $400 or $300, which is an obscene price with broken back glass, but I was dumb. Ended up getting it. I got it for free, and then I think I overpaid at the time, but I bought the Galaxy for like $700. So I got $700. Got 2 machines. One worked, one didn't. So, all right, just catching up in chat real quick. Grand Lizard lives. Awesome. What was wrong? Fuse would blow every time I hit the left flipper. Bad diode on the upper left flipper. Nice. I'm glad you figured it out. Nice job. Don't touch the door. What's going on? Not bad, Buffalo. Nice. Glad you got it going. All right, so right now I threw all the sexy ball guides in. Just kind of quick show everybody for those that are just dropping in. Hang on. So the ball guides are in. Sorry for the glare. So we got the lower half we're going to leave apart because I want to clean up the shear lane yet. Sorry you can't see it. Shear lane looks like garbage still, so we want to clean that up. And I haven't had a chance to kind of clean up this area. I mean, this is all where the big ball return guide is that drops into the area down there. But so we just want to clean this up a little bit, throw some more wax just in this area just to make sure we don't get any more wear or any other issues here. And then we'll put the ball guides back in. So we're going to come back to that in a couple minutes, and then we'll start putting plastics on. I don't know how long we'll go tonight. I do have, for those that just dropped in, I have my Stash Kid. Thanks for the host. With 1 viewer, thank you so much. Water polo, we'll get to that here in a second, so. At work making parts, though. Be right back. So right now we just have to take these lock nuts and we need to hit all these different areas of the ball guides that we pulled out from the underside. So we're going to want to put these on here. And I mixed up all my lock nuts, so we're just going to try to find the right size. I'm trying to look for the ones with the bigger threads. My back is to Chad. I'm sorry if I'm missing somebody. Hold on one sec. I think all my larger lock nuts are in that one. Stash Kid! Sorry for the text, man. I got a couple people that were ready to go to bed and I wasn't sure how long you were going. I lost track of time. Yeah, I kind of figured, man. I looked at the time. I'm like, God, he's probably here by now. And yeah, I want to get that open here soon. So we're gonna do that because I got a couple people that want to leave. But someone's gonna get a couple of these started. Johnny Mnemonic for 4,000? What? Yeah, new in box is only 40, like 4,700, 4,800 for a pro. Jim Johnny P. I just picked up a Bally Harley Davidson for a friend at work, and I just picked that up for a really, really good price. I shopped part of it on stream and I played it on stream. Go back about, I think mid-December. It was right before the holidays, like Christmas time. So I do have some of that too as well. So Buffalo, thanks for the host. Much appreciated. All the love. Flip out, thanks for the host. Sorry I missed it. Trucky, I need a host too. Oh, the 500. Holy crap. All right, let's since you're all here for the most part, or we have a decent amount of viewers, and I know some of you are trying to get to bed. Let's take a look at this Addams family, huh? Hosorama, thank you guys so much. I love all of you. So here it is. I have not opened it yet. Don't touch the door. Hang on here. We're gonna do it. Yeah, let's do it right now, right? I wonder if I just put a sheet of glass in here quick. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. I don't have to move everything. This playfield is longer. Hold on one sec. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of move some stuff real quick. Hang on! You got me a new follower. You are my hero. And for all of you that are in chat that don't know or are into pinball, so fear of looking at you, make sure you guys follow pretty much everybody that just hosted me. So Buffalo Pinball, don't touch the door. He plays a lot of GoldenEye, does speed runs. Buffalo Pinball obviously does pinball streams a lot more often than I do. Stash Kid streams. Okay, Possum's streaming now. We're building up a pinball streaming database here real quick. Flip Out NH streams. Going to be doing a Tron contest. You guys feel free to post your information while I'm setting this up. Alright, hang on. Brand new sheet of glass. I don't know why I grabbed this one. It was just sitting there. Alright, where the hell is my lockdown bar? Hang on. Yeah, Richmond Pinball streams as well. I don't know if he's in here. Honestly, look at the Pinball Wizards group that's just above my title. That has all the pinball streamers. Go in there and click follow on every single person you see if you're into pinball or like to know more. There are so many streams. I think there was 8 people streaming yesterday at one point. It was nuts. Alright, so I just put a brand new sheet of glass. Don't ask me why again. I don't know. It was just sitting by my back wall. Everyone streams. We're all streamers here. All right, let me. The unboxing. got this tape on the side here. Probably better if I had a knife. But... Like I said, I just got this today. I haven't even looked at it. Orange peel, what the hell? Alright, that side done. Hopefully I don't see my address or anything on here. Stupid. Look at the tracking number, try to pull it up on the internet. Yeah, there's... If you shipped it the same way I shipped it in, there's a cardboard sheet on top of it. I know where you live now! Alright, ooh. Alright, this is either going to be like, this is effing awesome, or what the fuck? Excuse my language. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, you guys are all welcome here anytime. Feel free. Alright. Oh man, here we go. Can't believe I didn't tear this apart earlier. Alright, we ready for this? Oh my god. Wow. So much more clear. Woo! Alright, we're going to take this through it. Wow. Coral. Wow, dude. Sorry for the glare. So we can just kind of see how much clear he added to this. Being an IPB, I mean, the inserts obviously have the writing on it, but it's just not quite as... Wow, man, this looks so good. So the registration was off, and I was considering having him trying to fix that, but you're not going to really notice it too much. I mean, it's slightly off, but you look at all the games, they're off a little bit. There's so much clear here. I wish you guys could come here and feel this. That's what she said. This is amazing how much clear there is. Wow. Like the shooter lane. Just... Dude. So good. So this whole area here, there was... I'm trying to find where it was. There was like a green dot in here somewhere. I can't remember. I have to look at the original pictures, but he touched it up. I don't see it anymore. It's kind of driving me nuts. Wow. Dude. The other area was right in here, and you can just ever so slightly see it. You'll never notice in the game. Look at the green bookcase. There was a light line going through there. Look how much clear. Just look at the light, man. Wow. This was done by Captain Neo. You probably see him on Pinside. He did the clear and he did touch-ups. Like this whole area, he touched up all this black in here. So what we found, and I had him look at it, the green bookcase had a white line going in here. And what we found, this was actually a slide decal that they put in there. They did the wrong color on this outer side. So they had to redo something. And he said there was a slide decal there, and he redid all that. McDrunky, throw rocks at it now. Oh, man. Oh, my God. god, this is so awesome. I don't even know what to say anymore. This looks awesome. Yeah, but Captain Neo did the clear. I mean, this was an IPB, so I mean, this is a reproduction Playfield, so I mean, there wasn't a lot of touch-ups, but I did have him do some touch-ups. I mean, there was like a green funky registration dot in here, and just a couple issues in the Addams family. And I said, you know what would it take just to touch that up? It's going to drive me nuts staring at it, and I know it's there, and he fixed it. I mean, you can't even tell. I can't tell if it was in the red from what I remember, and I can't tell. Well, it looks like maybe there was a slight touch up there, but that's a different color, but that's not where it was. In the green bookcase, like I said, I mean, there's just an ever slight line. You can barely see it. You're getting a lot of glare. I don't know. No complaints. Was it expensive to have that done? No. I think he's pretty honest with his pricing. I'll just tell you, I didn't get any special like friend pricing or anything like that. There was no wear on this before, Stash Kid. I paid $350 to have this cleared and touched up, and I think he would have done the touch-ups or the clear just for $250 just to have it cleared. Wow. This is great. So much clearer. Looks so good. I love it, guys. Too bad we gotta wait now a little bit. Now I'm gonna have to start working on an Addams family again. So we'll get back. We'll start populating this playfield here and working on this one here shortly. Yeah, I really like Addams Family. It's a good game. Real quick, I'll go grab my other one. So this is not the one that's out of the game. This is off of somebody else's game. And I was going to have him do this one. I demand to see that played now. So this is the one out of another game. This is one that I picked up because I was going to put this one in there. You know, surprisingly, the mansion looks pretty good. I mean, there's a few issues here. You can see how much darker the writing is as far as the mansion, so we'll have to see what happens here. Registration was off on this one, centered on this, centered here, off on this one. But you can see the inserts. I don't know if that would have cleaned up. Obviously needs clear. Kick out hole. Scoop. Mylar was over in this area. You can see some ball trails that were, taken out. Some wear right here. So the weird thing is on like these million lights. Look like somebody tried to pound those out before on these lights or inserts. Being lit, you really can't tell. But I had Neil look at this originally, and he said, you know what, it's really not probably worth getting this cleaned up. You'll have a lot of money into it, so I just try to find a replacement. And it's kind of some of this could be clear separating, but Buffalo, thanks, man. Thanks again for the host too. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Power light. Insert. Need any calibration done on my TVs and stuff? Water polo, thanks, man, for coming. Glad you got to see the Playfield come out and check it out. Thanks again for stopping by. Good luck on getting the game. Let me know if you have any questions, and best of luck to you. Absolutely. Alright. Let's get back to, what time is it here? Yeah, let's get back to this. Yeah, exactly. And that was kind of the dilemma. So obviously I have Addams family coming back, and seeing the work that Neo did is I'd love to get this cleared before, it gets any aware of anything on the shadow. And I decided just to kind of wait for the Sanctum until I get the Addams family done, and then spin back over to my Flight 2000. So okay, what do I do with my keys? There they are. Yeah, thanks for all the comments. I'm really, really happy with that Playfield. I'm pretty excited. All my games have wear. Yeah, all my games are broken, right? So. Sass Trooper! Alright, I gotta show Sass. Sorry, guys. Hold on. A little late, Sass, but we'll show you quick. Because I love you. I wouldn't do this just for anybody. You missed it. You missed all of it. All your games are together. All my games are taken apart. I have this backwards. Hold on. Excuse me. Sass, here's the Addams family I had cleared. You can see the glare. I had a touch-up done in the Addams family portion there, and then up in the greed area. Hey, good night, man. We need to find you all pinball machines. Pinball machines are awesome. Don't be afraid to take a chance on like an EM or an older one. I mean, that's how I started, so don't ever hesitate to jump at a $500 or $600 machine. I still don't understand why I grabbed a brand new sheet of glass. That was dumb. You sleep in your bed or your chair? Bed, preferably. Alright, back, sorry. Bless you. You heard that way back there? This microphone's great. I was like all the way down my hall. Alright, I'm debating whether I'm not gonna... I don't know, let's get these lock nuts on, I guess. You heard it through your tablet, I'm sorry. Normally, if I have to, like, I don't know, sneeze or do something like that, I try to mute the stream. Sorry, guys and girls. I'm a jerk. God, Paulie B is like sneezing, coughing, hacking in the stream. I feel bad because I'm already sniffling a lot. To remove this side rail, what is the plastic glass edging called and where to get it? They should have it at Pinball Life. I'll shoot you a link after. You gonna order from somewhere? This is the wrong size. What the hell am I doing? Sass Trooper? No, I did not go to the LED cover. I need to. And I need to before I put the plastics in. So yes, keep reminding me. That's the problem is I try to do everything on stream and then I always forget something stupid like that. What size is this? Why am I not finding this? Tech guy, what's going on? Not a biggie. Stash Kid farted on his stream and yeah, he picked it up. Nice. Stash Kid still here? Probably shouldn't have read that out loud. Should have just let that go. Sorry, Stash Kid. Love. Then I realized why those were spinning. Those weren't the right ones, so that explains why it felt like this was the wrong size, but it is. My back's to chat. Just give me a few seconds here. I just want to get this piece down. That is the wrong. Any news on the brass parts? I have not heard anything yet. I called him the other day for the gun, and I had the gun disassembled, and I asked him if he wanted the bolts for it, and he said, yeah, just send it assembled. And I'm like, assembled? And I'm like, I already got it disassembled. He's like, send it assembled. I'm like, all right, I'll shoot you an email. He's like, yeah, make sure there's a... He goes, no email. I'm like, all right. So it was kind of a short conversation, so I didn't really get a chance to talk to him. Sounded like he was busy. And I did call him kind of late. I think he's Eastern. I think I called him at like 5:30, so it would have been 6:30 his time. I'm sure he's probably like, dude, I've been working all day. You're calling me after hours. Last time I called him around noon. And he was talking to me for a while, so yeah, just didn't want to, try to sit there and have a conversation. All right, I need to hold these other pieces. My brain is like, damn, on what? McDrunky. For Bally or Williams or Atari. Yeah, as far as I know, like Bally and Williams should all be the same. Ow! Alright, there's an easier way to do this. We're going to do this the easier way because I'm going to... Alright, we're going to move this back down. Sorry, I know this is the boring part. So in order to hold this tight, I'm going to tighten a bolt in there quick. Put this back up. Now I need to grab my shorter one. Clear coating this table, I'm going to wait until I'm done with Addams Family. I just got too much going on. And especially with the Flight 2000 tore apart. I don't want to take this game down for an extended period of time, really. God, why do I keep grabbing the wrong one? This is 11:30 seconds. Alright, that one's done. Yeah, I just didn't want to take down another game right now. It's just not... just too much, you know? I shouldn't have put all these lock nuts. I should have sorted these, because it's a pain in the ass to try to find which ones are which right now in this bucket. I'm having a real problem. So I'm just holding the other side with the nut in it to stop the post from spinning, because if you look at the post, there's no... there's no like hex on the end of it, on the other end. So I'm going to go down and do this one. Alright, just screwing this post in. Hold on 1 second. I'll come back and look at chat here. I tried looking back and I can't read it. Should have my iPad up so I can actually see it on this side. I need dual stream monitors. One on each side of the table for working. Alright, that post is in. Let's pull this down and let me look. Alright, so we tighten this one and this one. I think this one might already have it in there. You need to plug in your phone and go to bed. I don't know what I have to do for work tomorrow. Something with a video matrix or something. Fun. Yeah, McDrunky, awesome. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to swing up to the area here, shoot me a Twitch message and I can send you my contact info or whatever else. We'll hang out, play some games. Always welcome to swing up here, and if I'm ever... Oh, no. And if I'm ever at down that way, which I do get down that way enough. I mean, not all the time, but I'm down there a few times a year. I'll just swing by. Yeah, in my computer room, I've got like 5 computer monitors, and then I've got TV in there, plasma TV, and I got a plasma TV behind me, and then CRT for older video games and stuff, just because, yeah, Super Nintendo on a CRT is awesome. 10 cents! You need a bot voice chat. Yeah, you guys would be all messing with me then if I had a bot voice chat. Well, they call you Tensy Spency or something like that. Alright, I switched sides. I got these all done. So I'll get you guys a little closer. Now I can see chat. Heck yeah, that'd be sweet. We could dual live stream it. I'll bring my stuff down too as well if you want. Dual live stream. But yeah, definitely he's got the viewers and everything else, and be sweet. We do like 2 channels, multiple tables type of thing. Be kind of neat. The hell is that from? Random lock nut falling? Or was that already in my tool? I don't know what the hell I did. What is this piano guy thing? The fuck, piano guy? I'm so confused. What is this piano guy? What did I miss? Yeah, Jack definitely would draw a crowd just for his height. Absolutely. You are right on. I really need to sort these damn lock nuts. This is really pissing me off. Should just go get the new ones. Are you kidding me? I did not know that. That's wild. Tech guy, was this table working when I got it? No. It was absolutely not. Stash Kids, shoot me a direct message or text me or something like that, would you? I'd like to check it out. Tech guy, yeah, this table actually had a blown transformer when I got it. It was seriously messed up. This whole wiring down here was wrong. The wiring harness was wrong. It was an overseas game at one point. And I don't think they wired it correctly when they brought it back over. Just left it, plugged it in, was sitting in the arcade hall for a while, and then promptly blew it up. So I got it for a real great price, and then started kind of chipping away at working on it. And I haven't really done much since I got the transformer and the wiring corrected. One, I wanted to make sure it worked for a while, because I want to make sure what I did was right, which it was. But the box, like normally it's just this pigtail. This guy right here. Normally it's just this, which converts the power, right? So you set the loop pattern to your region or your code, right? The problem is it wasn't set to US, and when I looked it up, what the pattern was, I couldn't figure out what any pattern was. It wasn't, no, SAS Trooper wasn't even a European. It was, I mean, it was overseas somewhere, I don't know where it was, but it wasn't, like when I looked it up, I couldn't find anything. It didn't match anything. Because they list, if you look in the manual, they list all the different codes for all the different areas, and it wasn't any of them. Speaking of that, just put that in right. Yeah. So then I had to take this whole box apart and go through the wiring. The wiring was backwards in the box too. Okay, Possum. Right now, I mean, I could fly through this part really if I really wanted to. If I wasn't dinking around and talking and things like that, and showing the playfield, we could probably have this whole part done tonight and started putting plastics together. We're probably not going to get to that now. And then what I'm really waiting for is the ramps. So the ramps are going to be the hold off. So we'll just kind of mess around with this. I think we're 7 streams in on this, and some of them were half streams. And you know, we did a lot of stuff like the ball guides and stuff that just, I don't know, crazy. So yeah, thanks Tech Guy, appreciate it. Joe hosted him, nice. It was broke as hell, GM Johnny P. How much longer until you think I already answered that? Dinner break. Oh yeah, heck yeah. I'm not doing anything real exciting right now though, unfortunately. Man is still a damn genius on the piano. I'd love to see him doing piano bar. Yeah, absolutely. It would be insane just to hear something and play it back. I need to check this out. I haven't seen it. Tech Guy was my target date. I was really hoping to have it done for right around Valentine's Day, because I'm actually having a bunch of my family over, and my brother is really into pinball. He actually owns the avatar behind me, and he has my Judge Dredd right now. I was hoping to have it so he could play it. Deacon Blues, he's been in chat before. But unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get the ramps back in time. Alright, I need to pull this back, sorry. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. Hold on. What am I using to read the chat? It's called Chatty. It's a just like an application. It's really light because I try not to use Chrome. And it was really a problem when I was using my laptop, but I've moved my desktop and now I can have Chrome open. But I like the Chatty tool because I can make the text super large, and it's just chat. Color codes it. Looks really nice. Like if somebody says at PolyB, it highlights it green. Really cool. We were seriously slowing him down. Slowing him down with awesomeness. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've done this like over, like on a Saturday afternoon. Like it start mid morning. I can start and I can normally hammer one of these out relatively quick. Besides the tumbling and stuff, I would normally have like a Saturday and then part of a Sunday in. So I'd have to look at the time. I don't feel like I'm too far behind. I mean, basically just doing this for, you know, on Wednesdays and stuff. And the thing is I haven't. The only thing I've ever done off stream was I started pulling the apron off stream because I needed to get that off. And I think I pulled a bracket apart on the table, and then I threw parts in the tumbler. That's the only thing I've ever done. And I was cleaning parts from the tumbler while I was watching Stash Kid one night. Flip out NH, this is green. 25 viewers, what's going on? Pin repair is done quick. If you want to see it, it just looks like. Yeah, I didn't think I'd have 25 viewers now. I mean, this is kind of a crazy time, but thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming in. If you are new, make sure you click the follow button. McDrunky, thanks again, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Take a shower in the morning and brush my teeth and go to work or something, but then play pinball. Absolutely. Yay, pinball. Alright, so I'm just doing the ball guides right now. Just tighten those on the back side, so... Hold on 1 second. Stash Kid! Nice. Sorry, my phone's blowing up. Hold on 1 second. Somebody from work, too. Alright, that's good. I did see that once, but I didn't, like, stay. I just saw it on the screen. I was like, what the hell? And I kept moving. Did the forum help you with your issue on XSplit? No. Unfortunately, it did not, but I guess it kind of led me in the right direction. I shouldn't say it didn't help at all. It's nothing with XSplit. What you sent me was from a very older version of XSplit, like 1.1, I think. So it wasn't that. But what I did find out was my Flash animation had some JavaScript in it that was holding the... was holding a black border box in the background, so I've got to redo some portion of it, and I'll have it up. Which forum? It was the XSplit forum that I was looking at. I was working on some animations for the stream. I just kind of threw this template in the background. I'm not very... I can do stuff in Photoshop and Flash and stuff. I just wanted to work on pinball instead of spending time on that. So I finally decided, okay, I need to do some updates to the template, and especially when I go back to actually playing pinball. Because this is just kind of generic and boring, and I don't like the resolution of the Tron symbol, and I wanted some more Tron theme, so I'm working on some stuff like that. So if you're good with art and you want to help, feel free to jump in and help me, but I'm kind of chipping away at it. Yeah, exactly. Flip out. I mean, the big thing with streaming, I mean, if you don't have somebody to talk to, it's really boring. If you guys all weren't here, I'd probably be like, all right, this is enough, and shut it off, and it gets discouraging pretty quick. So, that's one thing that I try to do, especially when I find something that interests me. And it's hard because I never try to stop. If I see any of you streaming, I try to stop by your channels, but sometimes it's just I'm probably on Twitch more now than I ever have before. I'm trying to see what other smaller post I had. I think this one. Jukebox Hero? Pinball Wizards? Wizards! I don't stream yet, but I have ideas. Absolutely. It's fun. I mean, I did this earlier on in the year, but then summer, and I just had way too much stuff going on. I've got 2 kids that are really, really young, and then some stepkids too as well, but my youngest are 6 and going to be 2, so it's constantly daddy, 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 daddy. So a lot of the earlier streamers is really hard for me to watch just because there's times where there's, dead times where they're playing and they're engrossed into something that, that it works, that I'm able to chat and communicate, but sometimes I have to just kind of have it on in the background. But the other thing I try to do too as well is I always try to, even if I can, is I try to stay active in the channel. Sometimes I have 4 or 5 going at once, which gets a little chaotic, but... playback stream. Yeah, those are lame. Well, not lame, but not as much fun. 12,000 people are watching a playback? That's crazy. It's so cool, though, too. Someone posted 9 pinball streams last night or the night before. How cool is that? Yeah, when I counted, there was 8 pinball streams, and I was not able to check out any of them. It was one of those, I just popped and I was like, holy crap, and then had to go. Real life and stuff. But, yeah, really cool that we have that many now. Yeah, I started earlier on and I just couldn't keep a schedule. I think that was the hardest part. And I was trying to go hard. I was going not as hard as like Stash Kid or some of the others, but I was trying to go 3 or 4 nights a week, and it was just, it got burnt out. And then at the time, there wasn't much streaming happening from pinball. I mean, there was times where I would have 2 or 3 viewers at a time, and there just wasn't, you know, there just wasn't anything there, which was tough. You know, so that can get old quick, but we've built a community and people are really into it, which is awesome. All right, I think that's most everything. I need to check and see if stuff's loose at all anywhere. But all I'm doing is I'm looking for any of the posts that just have threads sticking out, where we had to put lock nuts in, but we got most of them in. Yeah, it takes a while. I mean, the big thing is I mean, playing and talking are, especially pinball, something like super concentrating, playing. I mean, it's an art, and like even this. I mean, this probably is easier because I'm able to like look away and start talking. But even this, it's kind of like stay on task, keep things moving. It's hard. Sometimes I feel like I'm just sitting here talking with the playfield up in the air, not doing anything. So. Yeah, it is tough, and you respect those people that can do it and do it well. So absolutely, he's right on. You just gotta give it a go and try your hardest at it and chip away. Yeah, keep awesome. Just the blue snowball mics. A lot of us have those. And then if you're just looking for a webcam, like the C920s are working great. I actually use for my DMD now. I switch. These are both C920s, both these cameras. And then my third camera, I haven't even gone C615. So is my older one. So. Alright, for those of you new in the channel, this is the Shadow. We are doing a shop right now. We just showed off the Addams family playfield that I just got re-clear coated. We're going to be doing that one too as well. We re-greened all these ball guides in the game. We've got a few random parts left to do, but the ball guides all re-greened, turned out really, really nice. Most of them are in place now. We do have to just kind of, I guess, clean up a few of the areas here where I really want to focus on, namely just this area where we had the ball return guide. We didn't have that cleaned up, so I pulled that off late. Don't ask me why. This ball guide wasn't pulled, and then of course the shooter lane, you can see kind of how dirty it is. I do want to clean that. So interested in pinball, make sure you click that follow button. It would be greatly appreciative. Normally try to do this Wednesday nights. Every Wednesday, 9 o'clock till whenever we get bored and tired and sleepy. Yeah, as drunk as Jack gets, yeah, I got drunk playing some stupid game one night. Well, not stupid, it's probably one of my favorite games, but I forgot how to Forgot one of the things. It's like one of those action adventure game, Monkey Island, the re-release, and I forgot one of the puzzles in it, and I was like totally stuck. It was pretty funny, entertaining actually. I was drinking vodka and eating pizza rolls. No, I have never dressed up on stream, and probably never will, unless it's Halloween. Maybe if we're lucky one day I'll come out in some Tron thing or something stupid, but probably not. Yeah, I saw part of it. Flip out, you're going to do some giveaways. That's awesome. Alright, so I think we've got most of this set. This is good. We're going to have to get whatever we're missing from Optos. We got to glue that light, right? Right, SAS Trooper? There's a dome on top of the LED that needs to be glued back on, otherwise it gives a different kind of color to it, so we got to redo that. Noah's 2 is your friend. It's a pretty good Wednesday, SAS Trooper. If you let yourself get drunk, you just get silly. I normally get pretty silly too as well. And then if I drink enough, then I like puke. It's awesome. No shark suit like tuna, no. Speaking of getting drunk, be right back. Left shark. SAS Trooper, wait until you see the stream. I got some cool stuff coming from animation standpoint that I've been working on. Deacon Blues, what's going on? So Fira, the playfield that I unboxed, that is just the playfield. So that's an IPB playfield. It's a playfield that I got that was reproduced by Illinois Pinball. I can't remember when it was, but it was a long time ago. And I was talking to some people about trying to find a replacement for the one that I have in the game currently that's populated. And that one had a lot of issues. It had not a lot of mansion wear, but it just had really, really bad planking. A couple screws like in the middle of the playfield that actually came up through where it caused like a wood pattern around it. It just wasn't in good shape, and it really couldn't have been restored. And I really thought about just leaving it and playing it. I got a really, really cheap game that it originally came in. So I found that the second playfield that I showed you, the one that I was going to put in it, and I was going to have touched up and cleared, but then that one had, the issues with some of the inserts and things like that. So then I found this Illinois Pinball playfield right at the time that the CPRs were announced, which was classic playfield reproductions. And they sell reproduced playfields where they take somebody's playfield, scan it, redo the art as close to original as possible, and then silkscreen and clear, and then sell the playfields. But they have to source the inserts and everything else. They announced an Addams Family run too as well, but I did not see it in time, and it sold out like right away. So that was one that I missed out on. So I found this Illinois playfield, Illinois Pinball playfield, excuse me. And when I got that, there was just a few really stupid issues. I really shouldn't have had anything else done to it. I should have just had it cleared. But there was one area, you saw it, and I pointed it out. It had a white line where the greed bookcase lights are. And I wanted to have that touched up and then re-cleared. So that was just the playfield. Normally those go for like $800-ish or so. And then had it cleared. So obviously the price for that, the touch-ups. And now I'm going to take the parts off the playfield, just like we did here. I'm going to take all those parts off, like the ball guides. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to regrain and then start piecing it back together. So the thing assembly and all those different pieces, we're going to take apart We're gonna put them in the tumbler. We might have to get some pieces plated. We might replace some pieces. We're gonna go through it as much as we can and try to make it look, especially on top side, as new as possible. We're gonna buy brand new pop bumpler assemblies. Instead of the random colors, I was thinking about doing just like a straight purple. I'm apparently really into purple lately, but I really want to do purple pop bumpers. I've seen it done once, and I thought it just looked amazing. It was kind of like a darker. I don't like chrome. It leaves a lot of fingerprints and just oil marks, impressions, and I don't like that. But this was like a black nickel look to it, and it looked amazing, and it didn't do that same type of thing where it left those marks on it. I kind of like more of the brushed kind of look. And it had just a darker kind of theme, but it just really looked really awesome in that area. I really liked it. So we'll see what I decide. And I am on the CPR list, which is, again, Classic Playfield Reproductions. I'm on a list for a Fishtails. Me, etc. just messaged me saying that should be coming soon, too, as well. So I'm on that list. So for my Fishtails, which is in the back wall over here that I got not too long ago, that's just got fish insert wear and things like that, we'll be doing another Playfield swap on that. So I've got my work cut out for me. Gotta make it look like gravestones, yeah. I mean, the purple just kind of had that kind of mysterious kind of look to it and things like that, so. Yeah, definitely, like I said, just keep watching. We're going to have both Playfields side by side and start kind of putting it together, taking things apart. We're going to clean the harness, go through it. It's going to be, I'm excited for it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of work, don't get me wrong. And obviously, with a reproduction Playfield, there's going to be a lot of things that we're going to need to do because all these posts line up. I mean, this was obviously drilled, pre-drilled. It has everything in here. There's a lot of things. I mean, this went fast because we didn't do anything on the bottom end for the most part. Maybe we did some. But having both sides of the Playfield to do, it's going to be an experience, and one that I really haven't gone through to that extent. We were actually going through the ground braid again in the cabinet. I mean, I have from the Spooky Pinball stuff, but not from the aspect of an old game and doing it over again. So, Scribble, thanks again, man. Appreciate you stopping by. So, Dave, yeah, we got, I don't know when the last time you were here or not. We got most of this back together from a ball guide perspective. We can see it from this cam looks better from a Playfield perspective, but this is kind of what we're looking at. We got one red light that's out right now. This is going to be kind of the color theme. This blue kind of purplish color should even out because that other Playfield's going to be up there. So GM Johnny P, thanks again, man. Appreciate it. Oh, nice. Don't touch the door. Deacon Blues left me, I think. I was going to show him the Playfield. You didn't get to see it. That's my brother, by the way. Alright, what was I going to do? I think we're going to bust out Tolerage! Not really. Excuse me. Bye, Stash Kid, are you leaving too, or hopefully you're hanging out still? Nobody's leaving me all at once. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of take... Again, this is just isopropyl alcohol. Sorry for the... Let me get you at a different angle here. You already saying bye to everybody? Got some really nasty glare going on here. Sorry, guys. And girls. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to take alcohol and just kind of clean this up. I pretty much know already, just based off of what we've done with this, that I'm going to have to use Novus in this area, especially the shooter lane. But I really wanted to get closer in this area and just get it cleaned up. And you can kind of see here that I just need to... Gonna need to Novus this, but you can see some dirt that's being pulled up, the little bit that's left just in this area. Again, we want to take the less abrasive approach first. Don't touch the door. I gotta say, the level you were playing the other night to get the 16 seconds, the one with Natasha or whatever, that you gotta grab it, like, whatever, go past and grab what's her face and then run past Natasha or whatever. That was pretty sweet, actually. I don't know, I was sitting there watching you for a while. It was entertaining. I thought for sure you had it a couple times, too. It was getting real exciting towards the end when you hit 17 seconds, like, I don't know how many times. I mean, you hit it quite a few times in a row. Alright, so now this is Novus 2. This is slightly unabrasive. So right now what I'm doing is, before we even go to melamine foam or anything like that, we're just putting a little bit on a rag. And I'm going to go straight on it because it is a line. But you can kind of, swirl it. But we're going to just try to get these lines out as much as possible and try to get this cleaned up. I'm actually going to sort of pull these LEDs just before we... Shoot. To the levers. It's almost 1. What time is it? Holy crap, I didn't realize what time it was. Normally I'm kind of wrapping up by now. Alright, well, let's do this and just see how this turns out, and then maybe we'll call our quits. So we're starting to drop people like flies. For those can't even talk anymore. I guess it is getting late. For those of you that are still here, make sure you guys follow everybody else on the channel for the most part. I mean, I think sounds like almost everybody streams from that standpoint, but Stash Kid and I normally on Wednesdays try to kind of tag team stream, which has been pretty awesome. Thank you so much for doing that, sir. But we've been kind of going back and forth on... He normally goes over to his friend's house, Pinball 99s, who's got a collection, a really awesome collection, and he'll go play over there for a little bit, and then he'll wrap up, and I'm normally just about a half hour, 40 minutes in at that point, and then he normally comes over and hosts over here and hangs out and kind of winds down, because obviously streaming can just be intense, I guess, for a little bit, because it's non-stop for the most part, especially as of late. I mean, we've had quite a few chat conversations and whatnot, and yeah, it's been fun. It's been worked out really, really well. So, all right. So I'm just taking another part of the cloth, just like a clean area that's kind of right next to it, and yeah, it still didn't kind of come out quite as much. I don't know if you can kind of see. I'll actually get you closer because you can't. Oh. Stash and Poly Wednesdays. I know, we should do that. So I don't know if you can see this or not. There's like a slight... And I don't know how much I want to attack it, to be honest. Sorry. You can see the line, definitely. I can see it on the cam. Right here. Kind of follows all the way through. But it's just like a little hazier, kind of right where that ball falls into the trough. Now you can see it like right in here. And again, I don't want to spend a tremendous amount of time because I mean that's going to be the highest pattern because obviously that's where the ball goes. I didn't really hit this area and I didn't clean it yet, so we still got that area. You can still see the line though. I mean it's still there. So actually, I don't know how much more I'm going to actually do on this because again, the metal guide for this, I'm going to pick up the camera, hold on. Just stream the drinking game. So, I mean, you're barely going to see it because the apron's going to come, you know, in this area. I mean, the apron. Just to show you, we're going to pull that off. And I'm probably not going to spend a tremendous amount of time on it. Because you're not even going to see, I mean, you basically see right at the yellow mark. So we might just kind of leave it as is. The big thing I want to try to get rid of is the line going in this area here. Because we are going to add an LED strip right in here. Which will illuminate LED out this way. And we'll give it a nice even pattern around the flippers, which is what we want. And then we're going to add posts for LEDs that are going on the playfield. You may think, like, holy crap, dude, you have a lot of LEDs already. But it's going to need more still. And then we're going to add an LED strip up here. And then we need to light up this upper playfield. That's the darkest part of the game, so we really want to concentrate on that area. Why didn't I get this one cleared, this playfield? I've thought about it, and I'm probably going to because I really like this game. I don't foresee this ever leaving my family circle because my brother wants it. My cousin likes it. It's one that it's going to be traded and like temp traded, never really traded. But if for whatever reason, if I was going to sell this and got bored of it, one of those guys would probably pick it up for sure. So essentially the idea is because I've got the Addams family and we're kind of in a state of obviously a lot of things apart all at once. The thought process, sorry, I'm moving my camera here as I'm talking. The thought process is to finish the Addams family first, okay? And then from the Addams family, once we get that one done and at least the playfield getting assembled and things like that and kind of getting it back to a normal state because I've got parts in my back shop area. That's why we did stream back there the other night. And obviously this game apart, and I'm going to have to flip. So from this game with the ramps being plated, I'm doing the ramps brass and then the wire forms. With all that happening, I'm going to have to wait on this. So it's not going to be finished. We're going to get most everything done except for the ramps. I'm going to have to leave this, probably go to the Addams family for a week, and then I should be able to come back and hopefully start putting this back together. So long story being long, I guess. We're going to work on Addams family, finish that, and at that point we'll make a decision of what's next, because either Fishtails is going to come out, I'm going to want to do that one, or I have my Flight 2000. And the problem with my Flight 2000 is I have Flight 2000 completely apart. So much so, like even in the insert. So it's front playfield completely dismantled, underside completely dismantled, and then all the inserts are actually out of the playfield because I'm doing touch-ups. Like there's a planet area here and like some really cool color patterns. There's some wear in there that I need to do. So I'm going to finish painting that, get that cleared, then in the process of that getting that cleared, and then I'll be moving back to this to maybe dismantle this, and then we'll assemble Flight 2000 while this is getting cleared, and then by the time this is done, all the top-end parts going to be done. We did a lot of the hard part already that we're going to have to redo on the Addams family. I just didn't want to take 3 games apart and be waiting a lot longer. It's just a lot of time, so that's kind of my thought process anyway. A lot to do, but yeah. And again, I like doing this, and I'm surprised, honestly, at how popular this has been so far. And hopefully we can just keep making it more popular and having it as interactive as it's been. This is great. So from that point, basically whenever I do this, no matter when I do it, even if it's random times, I'm probably going to be streaming it just because why not? It's sharing with the community. It's documentation. A lot of people, there's not a lot of videos even on YouTube for pinball repair or shopping and playfield swaps and all sorts of stuff. I mean, there is a really, really good series on YouTube that Pinball Mike D did. But outside of that, there's not much there. So, and what better to do this live and for you to all answer and ask questions and help me out and everything else, because by no means I'm an expert. So it's a learning process together, and it's just kind of cool to share it with the community. So that's kind of my thought process. So this one I did want to touch up the sanctum, and I was thinking about just throwing Mylar over it. This area is relatively easy to get at, even when the game's assembled. So even if I did want to do it, literally I would have to pull this ramp, I won't have to pull this one. These two ball guides, I can have clear access to this, and I should be able to touch this up if I wanted to. And it's just right under the Sanctum letters, and I wasn't going to put Mylar over it. But at this point, I just decided, leave it. Get this as pretty as possible, which may seem stupid, and then we can always go back and clear it after. So that's kind of what I thought. So, but really going this far, I mean, it was kind of a, it was one of those, do I do it now or do I wait? And just because I have so many games down, and Flight 2000's been down for a long time, and the running joke is that all my games are broken, which, man, it's semi-true. It's kind of funny, but I'd like to have a game that's back up and running. So, hey Deacon, I got the I see you back in chat, not in chat, but viewing. I did get the Addams Family Playfield back today. I opened it up a little bit ago. Let me know if you're here, and I'll show it to you quick. I'm not going to spend a tremendous amount of time on this. I'm probably just going to take a little bit of melanine. I don't know if I want to take melanine foam to this, to be honest. I don't think it's going to come out either. My chat got hijacked a little bit. Oh, yeah, with don't touch the door and stuff. Yeah. It's alright. Definitely, I mean, if you guys are into GoldenEye and if you've played Nintendo 64, check out his stream. I'll tell you what, it's pretty fun to watch. It's crazy on how, and especially the one level he was doing, and I saw him kind of talking about it, how precise he was, or he needs to be on that level to get 16 seconds. He was getting 17 pretty consistently, and it was pretty amazing, actually. And literally, he can't bump into anything. He's staring straight down on the ground. And the way he plays on his controller, he's got like this, those yellow buttons on Nintendo 64. He's like going over and playing with like his thumb and looping over. I don't know, man. It was nuts. Yeah, easier to say what machines are together. Yeah, for the most part. Do like exclamation point broke. I think explains like what's actually broken, and then I think I have a machine list too as well. That actually is cleaning up a little better. I'm kind of surprised. A little bit more Novus. We might be able to. And again, when you're doing this, don't jump right to Novus. Try to go to the least abrasive as possible. We already tried alcohol. That alone would not do it. We vacuumed it all off. So if you did learn one thing from this, don't go straight to Novus because it is it's not super abrasive, but it is abrasive. And we're trying to smooth out the clear, the little bit of clear that's left here, and trying to get this ball trail out as much as possible. Again, I'm not going to spend a tremendous amount of time on this, but we should be looking for transfer. I know that there's a lot of clear on this, so there's really not, but yeah, I don't mind the little bit of hijack either. That's a cool thing about the channel and kind of all of us and everything else hanging all out is at this point it's kind of like a community at this point. So I always go straight to Novus. I like it. Yeah, and some people do, and that's okay. But just on the older games, especially the older like Bally Stern, the really early stuff, just be really careful with it. So I did okay here. Knowing that we might do something to this later, I don't know if I'm going to spend really much more time on this. It looks a lot better than it did. And again, the balls are always going to be coming down here anyway. I don't know. At this point, I think it's just going to be too much. We're looking to wax the playfield? Stash Kid, thanks, man, again. Appreciate it. Thanks for the host. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. As always, sorry I couldn't see your stream much the last couple nights, but Thanks again, man, for everything. I love you. You playing Indy 500 tomorrow? Is that what you're doing? All right. Love you too, smooch. All right, we're gonna go to the shooter lane now. Yeah, with another coat, yeah, absolutely. So I mean, this has been kind of sitting out, and I haven't had the glass on or anything like that. So what I'm gonna want to do is wipe off again. We'll probably vac off any areas. I mean, we're gonna have just some random stuff on the playfield, and then we'll do a real thin layer of wax, concentrating on the kind of like the center area of the playfield where I've kind of been setting boxes and other random stuff, and then really focusing down in these lanes, in the in lanes, really paying attention to not getting near the star post really. So I mean, we're just gonna kind of go and get just kind of the main center areas. Probably come up here. We will not go back in these areas. This was all waxed really, really well. We really haven't done much in back in this area, so it's gonna be basically from like this half here going down and just really focusing on, if you're going to think of putting a Mylar sheet on right now, it's going to basically be that area. Oh, Indiana Jones. Okay, cool. That's right. You mentioned that earlier. Sorry. Okay, Possum, you're going to get your stream going? Sweet. Thanks again for coming in. I'll try to stop in for a couple minutes while I just kind of wind down after this. I'm just going to try to clean up the shooter a little bit and see what we get. I'm going straight to Novus here, CNK. You. Snowboarder 77, what is up? Okay, Possum, what are you going to be streaming, man? Yeah, we're going to be seeing some pinball? I mean, even digital pinball. Heck yeah, alright, yeah. Tell you what, after we're done here, everybody hang out, and then I'll send everybody over to K-Possum stream if he's up. Hey, don't touch the door. Absolutely, I'll send it to you. Absolutely. I have a feeling once you see these ramps, I can't think of anything else, but once this comes back, it's going to be amazing. Seeing these brass plated ramps, it's going to be sweet. Snowboarder, I got my Addams Family Playfield back, and it looks awesome. Alright, so this is going to have to be melanine foam to get this probably cleaned up. I'm not going to be able to get much more off there. You're awesome. All right, let's I don't want to pull it off. Whack my hand on here and get it all hurt. I don't know if I want to pull that down. I'm getting lazy. Yeah, Vengeance hype, absolutely. Hey, Deacon, are you there? Hey, Uncle Dave. And for those of you that are just coming in and checking out the channel, make sure you click that follow button and try to do this on Wednesday nights. This is the Shadow. We are nearing completion of shopping it. We are waiting on ramps to get brass plated. So we'll be getting those back here shortly. And just kind of putting this thing back together. We still got a long way to go. We're going to be putting plastics back on, so on and so forth here shortly. One area I didn't really get to do much with was the shooter lane. And the shooter lane kind of looks kind of nasty. So we're going to try to clean this up as much as possible. This is a playfield that I might get touched up eventually. If you're looking at the other camera, you can probably see a little bit of sanctum wear. But for now, I just kind of want to try to get this cleaned up a little bit, and then we'll wax this really, really good and see what happens. So, hey, don't touch the door. Thanks again for all the comments. Really appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying it. I'll be happy to share anything with you that I learned through this process and everything else. So, thanks again for stopping in and checking it out. Much appreciated. Alright, so I'm going to start attacking this. And this is, I already hit Novus on this. And again, typically we don't want to go right to like Melamine Foam or Novus. But being a shooter lane, we know that it's going to take a little bit. So we're just going to try to get some of this crud out of the areas. Alright, Cape Awesome. I'll see you in a little bit. Thanks again for hanging out and chatting and everything. Really appreciate it. So, we really don't have to worry about paint transfer or anything here, but we are going to kind of make a little bit of a mess in this area. The other part of the playfield is waxed already, and we do have a crap load of LEDs that we already put in. So at this point, we're just trying to kind of clean this up as much as possible. Not going to spend a tremendous amount of time on this, but yeah, this is just nasty. And now it's wet, so with alcohol. So, and this is an area where, I mean, you're going to get a little bit more darkness when you throw alcohol in there. Oh, nice. Thanks, Cape Awesome. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I don't normally watch other people when I'm streaming. I feel like I need all the bandwidth I can get with the cameras and stuff. So again, not going to spend a lot of time on this. This is something that will, knowing that more than likely in the very near future, I'm going to get this touched up and cleared. I mean, I could take sandpaper and sand this down, but I'm going to have to get a vacuum now and clean that up. But so this is like Magic Eraser. It is essentially lightly sanding. Yeah, it's looking a little better. I mean, not great. I mean, there's just some really nasty areas like right here. It is dirty. It's gross. Look at the eraser. And it's just like shredding the eraser too. My eraser is falling apart on me. This area, like just right there, was really, really bad. The only part that sucks with this is like I'm gonna have a brand new brass plated ball guide going right here. Yeah, I do have decent internet. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm trying to do some template stuff and some different animation stuff, so we'll see what happens once I get that going. I'd like to get it a little cleaned up, I guess. I mean, this is fine. I like the darker gray kind of theme, but I normally go at 1950. That's kind of where I'm trending. I'm at 2000, 1973. But 1950 is where I've been keeping it at as of late, and then I run obviously 720p at 30 frames per second. These cameras don't pull out 60 anyway. You know, 1080p I won't get unless I'm partnered, so bring all your friends, let's get partnered. Then I'll go 1080p, buy new cameras, 60 frames per second. Yeah, absolutely. It took me a little bit to get everything set up. I mean, it didn't look this nice at first. I was really messing around. I had like tilt bob cams back in early June that I was trying and everything else, and I don't know. It just didn't. I didn't feel like it added a lot. All right. I don't know how much more I should. I mean, really, that should be sanded. Alright, this is like completely soaked in alcohol right now. I'm just trying to get this area. You can just see how dark it is. Hey, awesome. Thanks a lot. That's a really awesome comment. Thank you. You know, even though I don't have a ton of viewers, I've honestly thought about just asking and just seeing. I mean, it doesn't hurt, I guess, but you know, it's slowly building, so I'd like to just kind of keep on this pace and just kind of see what happens. Never know. And I know that they want streams. I think they want at least 3 days a week. You know, eventually we'll get there when we start doing Addams Family. I'll probably do some more streams, and I do enjoy it. To me, it's kind of relaxing, and I feel like I'm getting something. I like this a lot better than just playing pinball because I feel like I'm getting something accomplished that needed to be done, right? And the big thing with that is I'm sharing it and I'm talking, I'm hanging out, and I feel like I'm just hanging out with a bunch of friends, which is neat. And, you know, just kind of all sharing stuff and hanging out. To me, that's what it's about, right? And if I'm getting something done in the process, even better. Yeah, SAS Trooper, that's what I had. If you look on my highlights, I think I have a highlight of me doing it was my Walking Dead, and I also did it, I think, on Judge Dredd. And I actually made a system. Let's see if I have it out here. Yeah, the plumb bob. So what I did is I actually made, just to kind of show you here on both cameras, so I made a threaded rod, and this works in a couple different ways. So one, I have like this suction cup thing that used to be for like a GPS mount. And what I did is I just went to like Home Depot, Menards, Lowe's, and I got some threaded rod. Then I got a coupler. And the cool thing with this is, now check this out. Now, as far as I know, no one else does this, right? Everybody else just puts it in there. And what I did, and maybe they are doing this, but if you lift this up, okay. Now, if you look at, let me see if I can get you down. So on the door, there's a bolt that goes for the coin door. This will thread right in to that bolt. See that? Sorry for the... So that just threads right in there. And then I have the tilt ball mech, and I put my camera on here, and it goes directly at the tilt bob. This one's a little bit longer because I had to pull it back because I was trying to get it for sterns and everything else. And then what I do is I take on the sterns, on a Williams, I'll run it through the cords through the return coin slot. On the sterns, they have that extra tournament button. So you just undo that tournament button right here, and then there you go. And on these, if you did the extra play button, we never use those things anyway, you could just take this out and then run the cords through. And then what I had is I had a powered, let me see if I can find it. Totally unnecessary, but I grabbed like a LED light, and it's a USB light, which I really shouldn't use, but anyway, I had this, and essentially I would mount this with the camera, and I would point this, at the back wall, so it wasn't just bright white going on here, and then it would go at the tilt thing. The thing was, it really doesn't add a lot more to the stream, and I kind of found it was cool, but for the extra camera, I don't know. It just didn't make as much sense to me as something else. So, I have this already, and I've done it once. I just didn't feel like it added a ton to it. Normally I do this, by the way, on this side. And I don't like it going straight on. So like everybody's been doing it like this way. The problem with viewing it from this angle is you can't tell how much the ball, the tilt bob is moving, right? So the way I did it is I angled it straight down. So I did it like this. So essentially you were looking at the tilt bob like that from the camera. And then that way you could tell when I was nudging the machine where the tilt bob was going. So you knew, you could see it all the time. There's a VOD there. But like I said, I tried it and it was kind of cool. But I don't know. I got some comments where I was like, yeah, that's cool, but whatever. And the thing is even when I was nudging it, I found myself looking to see how much it was moving. The one cool thing, I guess, that it did show was when you did it, how much it can still move. It would still be kind of moving around even after. So if you ever watch a tournament and you're looking at somebody like why they're taking so long to go up to the machine after somebody just nudges it really hard, is because the bob is still moving on some machines. It just depends. But that bob is still moving, and it's still moving pretty good. If you look at my VOD. It's in the highlights. I think I saved it. There's one with The Walking Dead, and it is the tilt. And if you ever have seen The Walking Dead and the tilt, it makes that really cool horn sound, like when you tilt the game, or get a tilt warning. And I had the tilt bob in there when I was doing it. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool, but, I just didn't... I only had 3 cameras, and at the time, I had, obviously my Playfield cam, and then I had the tilt bob cam, and then I think I had the DMD cam. I didn't even use a player cam for a while. And I think people really want to see see the person when they're playing and everything else, to see the reactions and things like that, so... And when you start going into like 4 cameras and things like that, then you really start, you're really starting to push the limits as far as kind of what some of these can do. So, yeah, I think it would be cool more of like a top-down view, right? To me, that's the right way to do it, because then you have a perspective of how close it is to the edge. If you're looking at it straight on, right? If you're looking at it straight on and you're seeing the ball, the tilt move back and forth, I mean, you can't really tell. So, anyway. All right. That dried up a little bit. Looking better. You can still kind of see the I guess, residue in there. All right, I'm going to spend a couple more minutes on this, and then we're going to call it quits on the shooter lane. There's not going to be much more. So now I've actually gone to Novus. Again, this is just straight wood, so there's really not much risk there, and we are going to use melamine foam and attack this again. And now we're taking an abrasive with an abrasive, and we are going to have to clean this with alcohol afterwards because we are leaving bits of melamine foam and now Novus and everything else that we put on here in these grooves. And again, the right way is probably to take sandpaper to this and re-sand this, but at this point, not really interested in doing that when I know that more than likely in the next year or year and a half, we'll be coming back to this to get it clear coated and touched up. I don't think I have any, but I can't remember if it's Cliffy or somebody makes a little, they make a little protector here that would cover this spot up, and that little black spot. You're probably not going to get that off anyway. So. Yeah, see, I think you were going to stream. Like a file one direction towards the shooter, just go back, go like this then. Just come back to it. I feel like my eraser is shredding. On my radio, yeah, I try to keep it as low as possible. I mean, I do have music going in the background. I mean, I'm kind of normally talking at least most of the time, so you can't hear it. Yeah, I think it's octane. Ding dong, right? Yeah, it's. He definitely likes saying ding dong. Quite funny, actually. I really should have pulled these parts so I don't slash my hand on here. Just finish your BLT? I need to eat yet. I really haven't ate much yet, so I'm kind of slightly starving here. Oh, no way. I just got a message. Thought I would save you from getting shredded. Yeah, if I come back, if I come back this way, I'll catch his lip and be like, ah, blood. Alright, just kind of clean this up, and then I'll back off this area and pull the other melanine foam out. I mean, it's a little better, but it ain't great. I'm probably not going to spend a lot more time on it. Yeah, last night was ridiculous. I came back on at like 9 o'clock. Well, it was later than that. It was, 10:30, 11 o'clock, I think, because no one else was really streaming at the time. And I saw him on. I'm like, what are you still doing? And then I gave him my subscriber thing, and he said, thanks. And chat was, interesting at that point. It was pretty funny. And then next thing I know, he's getting in that suit. So I was there for him getting into it, and yeah, quite funny. I just sold my Judge Dredd, guys. Fuck. I don't want to sell that really either. Only if you join. You missed him putting it on? Yeah. He was talking about it, and he had Batman on for a while, and then he had the gun harness on, and I don't know, it was entertaining to say the least. Danger Ranger! SAS Trooper did my game have Super Game on it? Yeah, yeah. Tie. Why did I have to sell it? Well, it's not that I really had to. It was just kind of out of space. I really didn't want to, but my America's Most Haunted's coming in. So I had a friend who really, really wanted it. And my brother has the game right now. And to be honest, while I have had his... I'm going to throw this down in the cabinet. We'll back it out later. I've had his avatar, so that's his avatar down here on the end. I haven't really missed it, and then I hit my Demolition Man. I did miss Demolition Man a little bit more than I have Judge Dredd, and he's had it for, I don't know, I can't remember when I brought it over there, but I mean probably September or October. This can of air is almost gone. Not too bad. I mean, it looks definitely better than it did. Snowboarder, it's going to be a little bit, just because I have the ramps going out to be plated. So I don't know if you were here or not. What I've decided to do is I'm taking this ramp and this ramp. I bought brand new ones because the welds on them are shit. Here's an old one. So obviously they're spot welded, and they're just garbage. So somebody has a real constant weld going all the way through. So I sent this off, a brand new one, to get plated. So this is going to be brass. The diverters that go in the holes are going to be brass. And then the wire forms that attach to this are going to be brass as well. So literally all brass. I mean, obviously the wire forms are brass before, but I've seen this done on Pinside before, and this is brass. And it looks really, really sharp. And I know people who have had it for about a little over 2 years or so, and supposedly it's holding up really, really good. So I decided to do the same thing. I think it's going to look sharp. So that's going to be the holdup. I was originally hoping for Valentine's Day to have this all back together, ready to go play and stuff, but it's just not going to happen. Stop saying brass. I'm going to say brass a lot. Brass, brass, brass. Click it. Click the follow button. Alright, so I'm going to be calling it quits here in just a second. What I will do, just because some of you did miss it, obviously the shadow will just show you kind of what it looks like right now. We got all the ball guides on. Most of the ball guides. For the most part, sanded. We got that lower part cleaned up. This is what the ball guides look like from this perspective now. So all sanded, all the ball trails out of them. What I did to my Judge Dredd, that's beautiful. Somebody's going to buy. So that's that portion. We have to get the upper playfield and things like that. So yeah, I can't believe that snowboarder on how bad those are. Really, really crappy spot welds. There's really no cleaning that up from that standpoint. I mean, we could have grinded it and everything else, but I bought the new ones from Carry Stair. So brand new ramps, just the main ramps portions here. The wire forms, there's a spot weld that's broken here. The guy that's going to plate them is going to fix it for me. So I did tell him about that. So that will be done. When those are back and brass plated, we'll get most of this back together. So we can start at this point. I need to get the optos back in. We need some electrical things to kind of touch up. But from this point then, outside the plastics, it's going to be kind of waiting for that. I might order the clear rubbers. I've never tried those before. I think it might look really, really sharp with the purple instead of white. So we'll see. I don't know. Should be pretty interesting. I'm going to click. All right, so here's the other part that some of you guys missed, just to kind of show you quick. This is my Addams family playfield, and we talked about this a little bit. Sorry for hitting the mic. I did it upside down. Hold on. Hey, snowboarder, thanks a lot. Alright, so snowboarder, here's the Addams family that I sent off to get re-cleared. And I did have a few touch-ups done. Since I don't have the glass on the game, I'll pull the camera. I'm going to kind of lean here. So sorry you guys are getting some weird angles. Sorry. But you can see how much clear was added from before. This is an IPB playfield. I decided not to wait for the CPRs, and I wasn't on the list. I missed the list cutoff. I might have had a chance because it did open some more up, but I already had this. And I was really, really happy with this. I mean, we're going to have some issues. You can see the registration slightly off on the lanes here, but for the most part, this looks good. And you can see, like, my light, if I can get my finger in the right spot. Look at the clear. I think it's actually like hurting my camera. So like one spot in here, there was like a white line going down this green area, and you can barely see it. It was actually a slide decal that IPB put on there because something was off from a color standpoint. I think they had a color wrong, so they put the slide in there. But it's touched up now, and you can't really tell. Sorry for the glare again. but just amazing compared to what I have in the game. And then even I had an extra playfield done that I wasn't going to get done, and it just doesn't not even look as nice. I mean, this is spectacular. And before, I mean, you could feel like the clear was really, really thin on it. And now, I wish you guys were here just to actually touch this. It's amazing on how much extra clear is here. I mean, here's obviously brand new playfield, but I do have the Mantis ready for this. He did do a touch-up in, like, the Addams family area. There's like a green registration dot. I can't even find it anymore. So this was done by Captain Neo, for those of you that are on Pinside. He did a great job on it. I'm really, really happy with it. So my first playfield that I've ever sent to him. So, yeah, pretty awesome. I'm really, really happy the way it turned out. So wanted to share that with you. I opened it up on stream. I got it earlier today. When I first came home, obviously the first thing I wanted to do, but I waited for the stream to show everybody, so that was kind of neat, just to be able to do a playfield unboxing, so to speak. All right, so I think we're going to call it quits. I think we're all going to do a quick raid. I think K-Possum is on. Let's just double check. And I'm going to send everybody over there. Make sure you guys say, hey, Paulie B sent me. Let me just make sure he is there. Hey, thanks, Snowboarder. Yeah, that's what's coming up next. So as soon as we get to the Shadow, if we need to take a little bit of time and everything else, we are going to go to that next. So, looking forward to it. Alright, let's see here. Alright, you ready? Alright, everybody, thanks again for coming in and checking it out. We're going to go see and raid K-Possum. Thanks, everybody. Make sure you guys go over and click follow for him. Much appreciated. Make sure you guys follow everybody that's on the Pinball Wizards group. Thanks again. We'll see you next Wednesday night for sure. Thanks again for stopping in.